Welcome to our SM Movie Recaps Review channel. Today we're talking about the psychological thriller Hippopotamus, a film that will surprise you with its amazing plot twists. The story begins with a young woman waking up in a dark basement. She can't remember who she is or how she ended up there. Both of her legs are badly hurt, and she has a head injury. A man named Thomas tells her that her name is Ruby. He says she's 25 years old, studies law, and is afraid of the dark. Thomas has kidnapped her and plans to keep her locked up until she falls in love with him. Thomas explains his strange rules to Ruby. He will bring her food 3 times each day, give her medicine for pain, help her wash every 2 days, and assist her with going to the bathroom since she can't walk. The basement lights turn on at 7 in the morning and off at 11 at night. He tells her they are far from any other people, so she can't escape or call for help. Ruby is very confused. She finds a bracelet with her name on it, but she still can't remember anything about her past. She doesn't want to take the pills Thomas gives her, but he says they will help her feel better. Thomas leaves her purse on a chair nearby. When she's alone, Ruby looks through her bag and finds her driver's license and a tennis ball. She quickly hides the ball in her pocket when she hears Thomas coming back. Thomas warns Ruby not to move around because it might hurt her more. Ruby keeps asking what's happening, and Thomas reminds her that he wants her to love him. He gives her birth control pills not for bad reasons, but to stop her monthly cycle because it's easier for him to take care of her. Days go by, and Thomas takes care of the basement and keeps telling Ruby she can't leave. Ruby tries to stay calm and be friendly so Thomas won't get angry. She asks him what will happen if she never loves him back, since love doesn't. One day, Thomas makes a special meal for Ruby. When she tastes it, she remembers being in a restaurant with a man, eating the same food and having a wonderful time. Thomas admits that the man was him, and that they used to date and were happy together. But Ruby isn't sure if these memories are real or if Thomas is making them up. Ruby manages to look out a small window and sees that she's on an island surrounded by water, far from any help. She spends her days reading, drawing, and talking to Thomas. One day when he falls asleep, she tries to leave the basement, but has to pretend she was just curious about what was behind the door when he wakes up. To create a romantic mood, Thomas plays music and asks Ruby to dance slowly with him. This brings back more memories of dancing with a boyfriend and saying they loved each other. Ruby becomes more confused about what's true and what's fake. To show he trusts her, Thomas gives Ruby a remote control for the lights and music. As Ruby dances, new memories come flooding back. Thomas helps her remember what really happened that night. Ruby was at a bar with a friend who asked why they hadn't been close for so long. After drinking too much, they went to her home. On the way, Ruby ignored phone calls from Thomas. When her friend walked her home, he forced himself on her despite her saying no. At that moment, Thomas arrived at Ruby's house with his friend Rob. Inside, Thomas found the terrible scene and became so angry that he killed the man who hurt Ruby. Thomas realized that Ruby had lost her memory because of the beating she received. He decided to take her away with him. He convinced Rob not to call the police, and Rob agreed to drive them far north. Ruby was barely conscious and couldn't remember anything. Thomas stole a boat and took her to an island where he found an empty farm. He kept Ruby in the basement trying to help.